Basics of ellipse. Some important key concepts of the conic section ellipse. As you all know that an ellipse is a conic section whose eccentricity is less than 1. And this is the shape of the ellipse. This is the x-axis and y-axis. X-axis and y-axis. And this is the center, where the center is the origin in the standard form of the equation of the ellipse, which is given by x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. That is the equation of the ellipse in the standard form. Now, as you can see in the figure, x-axis divides the ellipse into two equal parts. This is first part, this is second part, and these two parts are equal. So x-axis causes symmetry, and similarly y-axis also divides the ellipse into two equal parts. This part and this part are equal. So we say that point number 1 is symmetry. We say that an ellipse is symmetrical about both the axes. So symmetry, it is symmetrical about x-axis as well as y-axis. Ellipse is symmetrical about x-axis and also y-axis. If a curve is symmetrical about both the axes, then both x and y terms are in second degree. This point also you should note. This is an information that you should remember. If a curve is symmetrical about both the axes, then both x and y term will be second degree. For example, in the last class we learnt about parabola y square equals 4ax. Now here y term is in second degree. Y term is in second degree. Therefore we can say that parabola is symmetrical about x-axis. For the parabola x square equals 4ay, x is in second degree. Now we say that the parabola is symmetrical about y-axis. That means y-axis is dividing the parabola into two equal parts. It causes symmetry. So if y appears in second degree, then the curve is symmetrical about x-axis. If x appears in second degree, then the curve is symmetrical about y-axis. If both x and y are in second degree, then the curve is symmetrical about both the axes. This is the information that you should know. So now this axis, the x-axis, as you can see, is bigger in length compared to the length of the y-axis intercepted by the ellipse. Now these 2 points, this point is A and this point is A dash. A and A dash are called the ends of major axis, and the line AA dash is called major axis. AA dash is called major axis. What is the name of the axis AA dash? It is called as major axis of the ellipse. Now the coordinates of one end of the major axis, that is A, is a comma 0, and other end A dash is minus a comma 0. A is a comma 0 and this is on the left side, therefore this is minus a comma 0. Therefore the total length of major axis, what is the total length? This side it is a, this side is also a. So what is the total length? Length of major axis is 2a. So in an ellipse, the length of the major axis is 2a. And equation of major axis. Equation of major axis. Major axis is the x-axis. As you can see in the figure, that major axis is nothing but the x-axis. And equation of major axis is x-axis, which implies its equation is y is equal to 0. That is the equation of the major axis. So about the major axis, what are the informations or what are the details we have learnt? Ends of the major axis are a and a dash, where a is a comma 0, a dash is minus a comma 0. Length of the major axis is 2a. Equation of the major axis is y is equal to 0. Now if you regard only CA or CA dash, half of the major axis, then it is called as semi-major axis. So in the figure, CA and CA dash are semi-major axis. They are half of the major axis. Each one is half the major axis, whose length is a. Okay. Now I will now come to the other axis, B and B dash. We can relate the different, we can relate the explanation of the axis B and B dash like this. B and B dash are the ends of minor axis. What is this axis called as? Minor axis. This is major axis. So BB dash is minor axis. B is 0 comma B. The coordinates of the ends of the minor axis. B is 0 comma B. B dash is 0 comma minus B. So B dash is 0 comma minus B. Length of the minor axis is 2B. This is 2B. Here it is 2A. For major axis it is 2A. Minor axis it is 2B. Equation of minor axis. Now which is the minor axis? Y axis. So what is the equation of y axis? X is equal to 0. So here we should write equation of minor axis is y axis, that is x equals 0. CB and CB dash are semi-minor axis. Change this word to minor. CB and CB dash are semi-minor axis and each of length B. Each of length B. So that's all. That is all about the axis. So next, point number 3. See, due to symmetry, since the curve is symmetrical about both the axes, whatever you have on one side of the ellipse should be present on the other side also. So if you have one focus here, there must be another focus also. So due to symmetry, we have the first focus situated at AE comma 0 and second focus S dash, that is minus AE comma 0, where E is the eccentricity of the ellipse. This is very important. Usually you will have 2 questions from the lesson ellipse. So we should work out all problems and know all details. 2 questions for 2 marks will come in CET examination. And in hyperbola also you will have 2 questions. In parabola you will have 1 question. In circle 1 or 2 questions. So totally you will have around 7 questions from this lesson. And it is easy also. So that is why I am first focusing on all the easy concepts where you can score some marks. Okay. Now there are 2 foci. One is AE comma 0, other is S dash, that is minus AE comma 0. Why do you have 2 foci? Because of symmetry. Point number 4, eccentricity of the ellipse. What is the value of the eccentricity for an ellipse? For an ellipse, you know that eccentricity is less than 1. Less than 1. And this value of the eccentricity is given by square root of a square minus b square divided by a square. What is the formula for eccentricity? E is equal to square root of a square minus b square divided by a square divided by divided by a. Yes, you are right. A plus 1 by a minus 1 by b plus b square, correct. So this is the formula for the eccentricity of the ellipse. E is equal to square root of a square minus b square divided by a. And if you substitute the values of a square and b square in this expression and simplify, you will get the value of E, which is always less than 1. So if you want to find the eccentricity of the ellipse, what is the formula? E is equal to square root of a square minus b square divided by a. That is the formula for the eccentricity. You can also use the formula. If you square on both sides, then this will become E square. E square equals a square minus b square divided by a square, or E square equals, separate it, 1 minus b square by a square, or E is equal to square root of 1 minus b square by a square. This formula also you can make a note, because sometimes this is also helpful. You can write down E is equal to square root of 1 minus b square by a square for an ellipse. Then the fifth detail. After focus, we have to talk about the directrices. You have one directrix on one side, and due to symmetry, you should have the second directrix also. This is the first directrix, CZ. CZ is the first directrix, and its equation is x equals a by e. The equation of the second directrix is x equals minus a by e. So directrices, as there are two directrices, we have x equals plus or minus a by e. X equals plus a by e is one directrix, minus a by e is the second directrix. Any chord of the ellipse passing through the focus and perpendicular to the axis is called as latus rectum. So the next detail is about latus rectum. First, let us talk about its length. The length of the latus rectum of an ellipse is 2b square by a. Remember, what is the length of the latus rectum of parabola? 4a. For ellipse it is 2b square by a. For hyperbola also it is 2b square by a. So the length of the latus rectum of the ellipse is 2b square by a. 2b square by a, not a square. 2b square by a. Now, what is this b square? This b square is this value of the ellipse. A square is here. You can get the value of a by taking square root. So if you substitute in this formula, you will get the length of the latus rectum. And equation of the latus rectum. Now see how the latus rectum is. It is parallel to which axis? It is parallel to y-axis. What is the equation of y-axis? X equals 0. So the equation of the latus rectum must also be x is equal to some constant. That constant is how far it is from the origin. What is this distance? AE. Can you see that? This distance is AE. So x equals AE is the one equation of the latus rectum. We should remember all this, otherwise you should know how to calculate at least. Say for example, if I say for the ellipse x square by 25 plus y square by 16 is equal to 1, the equation of the latus rectum is, if this is the question, then what you will write? X is equal to AE. I said x square by 25. So a square is 25. So a is equal to 5 into E. And how to find E? So 5 into this will give the equation of the first latus rectum. And similarly, you have other latus rectum on the left side, which is x equals minus a by E. No, it is minus AE, not a by E. A by E is the equation of the directrix. So I can simply write it as x equals plus or minus AE. One equation is x equals AE, other equation is minus AE. Now the last concept is about ends of LR. Since there are two latera recta, plural form of latus rectum is latera recta, so we can mark the points as L, L dash, and this is L2 dash, L3 dash. So 4 points, 4 coordinates will give the 2 ends, will give the 4 ends of the 2 latera recta. Okay, now first let me write L. Now if you want to find the coordinates of L, along x-axis how much distance should I travel from here to here? AE. So x coordinate of the first latus rectum is AE. And what is this distance? SL. What is the total distance? LL dash, length of latus rectum? 2b square by a. And half of it, just b square by a. So it is just b square by a. Okay. Now if I come to the lower end, L dash, this is AE and this is in the 4th quadrant, and the signs of the 4th quadrant is plus minus. So AE x coordinate, y coordinate is minus the same distance, b square by E. B square by A. Now what is this L dash, it is in which quadrant? So minus AE comma B square by A, and L3 dash will be minus AE comma minus B square by A. So these are the four ends of the lattice rectum of the ellipse. So now to summarize the equation of the ellipse in the standard form. First of all, an ellipse is a conic whose eccentricity is less than 1, point number 1. The equation of the ellipse in the standard form is x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, and here a is greater than b. A is greater than b, then only the ellipse will be horizontal. If a is less than b, then the ellipse will become vertical like this. This is a greater than b. This is a less than b. Let us also see the details of this ellipse also. So this is point number 2, equation of the ellipse in the standard form. Then symmetry. What is meant by symmetry of any curve? The symmetry for any curve is caused by an axis which divides the curve into two equal parts. Since x and y are both second degree, it is easy to understand that the ellipse is symmetrical about both the axes. So whatever you have above x-axis, you should have it below x-axis. Whatever you have to the right side of y-axis, you should also have to the left side also. So x-axis and y-axis will cause symmetry. About the major axis, A dash is called major axis. Its ends are A and A dash, where A is A comma 0, A dash is minus A comma 0. The length of the major axis is 2A, and the equation of the major axis is y is equal to A, and similarly for minor axis. And half the major axis is called as semi-major axis. Due to symmetry, there are two foci for an ellipse, one on to the right side, other to the left side. The coordinates of the first focus is AE comma 0, and that of the second focus is minus AE comma 0, where E is the eccentricity, which is given by the formula square root of A square minus B square divided by A, or which can also be written as root of 1 minus B square by A square. Both these formulas are same. Directrices, the equation of the directrices is x equals A by E, right side directrix. Left side directrix is minus A by E. Lattice rectum is the chord of the parabola which passes through the focus. See, this is a chord which passes through the focus and perpendicular to the axis. Two conditions lattice rectum should fulfill. One is it should pass through the focus. Second is it should be perpendicular to the axis. And its length is 2b square by a. The equation of the lattice rectum, one lattice rectum is x equals ae and other is x equals minus ae, and its ends are plus or minus ae comma plus or minus b square by a. If we write plus or minus for both, we get all the So these are the details of the ellipse. When the ellipse is in the standard form, where the equation is x square by a square plus y square by b square, and a is greater than b. Okay.